Portsmouth's Niko Kranjcar is playing outside his native Croatia for the first time this season, and he's learning to adapt to life in Hampshire. If genetics have anything to do with it, he's guaranteed a glittering career. His father, Zlatko, is a living legend in Balkan football, having captained Croatia in their first ever international match against the United States in 1990.
You simply learn to live with the pressure. I've had it since childhood, knowing I was carrying a surname that was a legend in Croatian football. Certainly I knew that I'd be under the magnifying glass, and so I learned to live like that. Living with my dad has helped me understand all of that, and being with him has certainly helped me a lot.
In 2004, Zlatko was appointed Croatia's national coach, and the inclusion of his son in his first squad raised eyebrows. For Niko, life in the spotlight has always been part of growing up in the Kranjcar dynasty.
Look, life was great. Of course, Dad was not often home, but whenever he could be, he devoted all his free time to me and to my sister. When you grow up in a sports family, you simply learn to live with the victories and the defeats. And when you enter the football circle, thanks to that experience, nothing is a surprise.
Kranjcar spent his formative years at Dinamo Zagreb, the club his father joined as a 10-year-old and later coached. Niko's 19 goals in 85 appearances gave him success in his own right. He never played under his father at club level, but he was grateful for the opportunity on the international stage.
It was a great pleasure, but also a great pressure, which came from the publicity and the media. Unfortunately, I think that this combination may have occurred too early, and it was very hard for me to live with it. In the end, I didn't give what the people were maybe expecting from me.
After more success at Hajduk Split, a move to one of Europe's bigger leagues was on the cards. And having impressed at the World Cup, Portsmouth spent £3.5 million on bringing Kranjcar to England.
Above all, I think that this league is very organised, and it is, maybe, now the best league in the world. The other thing is that it's a big challenge and a stepping stone which will take my career further. It will certainly help me in my private projects. What attracted me in the first place was that I saw that Portsmouth have great ambitions to work on a new team, a team that has a future, a team in which I can see myself and in which I can make a visible contribution with my game.
It should have come as no surprise, perhaps, that Harry Redknapp secured Kranjcar's services. Slaven Bilic, who took over as national coach of Croatia from Niko's dad, gave his old West Ham boss the lowdown on one of Croatia's hottest talents.
Terrific footballer, they've got unbelievable ability, you know, can play, and he's a real joy to watch when you watch him out on the training pitch. He's got such silky, smooth skills and control and touch of the ball. I think he's going to be a top player.
Though he's found it difficult to establish himself in a very competitive Pompey team this season, Kranjcar helped his side to victory over Manchester City last weekend. European qualification is still within their sights, and Kranjcar envisages a bright future ahead.
Above all, I came here to make myself a bigger name in world football and to personally take a big step forward in my game. I hope that one day I'll have the chance to prove myself at an even bigger club. But at this moment in time, I wish to play as many games as possible for Portsmouth, to play them as well as possible, and to show and to prove to myself that I can cope and play with the best players in the world.